So now that the join is done, so what we are going to do in the next step is we are going to create a bins or categories of the car category value, right? So what this actually is going to do is we are first coming up with an array of numbers into which we want to bin these values, right? When I say bin, think of it as a category so that we can plot it later. So we want to have three different bins here: 0 to 10,000, 10,000 to 20,000, and 20,000 to 40,000. So really there are three categories, but there are four numbers just to indicate those ranges. And then those three categories are this, right? So we are declaring these here, and then we use a method called as cut, right? What cut does is, it is going to take one particular column, like in our case it's price, right? Price is what we want to see, and then we want to categorize it into these buckets, right? And then it will actually superimpose these bins onto this price and say if any of them is into this range, it applies these labels, right? So we are basically trying to create that sort of binning. So let's say if a price is 5,000, it figures out it is between this range, and it gives us output as entry for that particular price value. Now if the next value is, let's say, 25,000, so it will treat that it is as a high value between these two. So we are passing both these bins and labels into this cut method and the series. Now what it actually gives is, it gives is another output value with only the corresponding range, labels. When I say labels, it's corresponding categories for each value, right? So that one we are going to create it as a new category. So that's cars category. So that means at the end of the day here we are now creating a new car category based on the price ranges, right? So that's why this particular piece of code is a little bit tricky, but it has got a lot of concepts and some advanced operations of data frames. I hope you find this useful, but maybe we can do much more videos in future to review them much more closely. And then what we're also doing is, because we have done the join here, right, and the left columns and the right columns has the left data frame and the right data frame has one particular column called price, which is a duplicate there. So what it does is it labels them as price underscore x and price underscore y. So what we will do is we will actually remove both the columns and then label them appropriately as price as the column name. So that's what we are doing here, right? So at the end of this exercise, finally, if you see what is going to happen is we will have these prices binned according to those labels, as well as we have introduced this make field. So let me make sure I execute these. So this is code that I should execute, and then this one, right? So after this, now you can also visualize here, like if let me insert a new cell, the output of the above piece of code, we can see that now there is a price and there is also a cars category. And if you remember, we also had price underscore x, price underscore y columns that were created during the merge. We will remove these columns; these are not required because these were created as a result of that outer join operation we have done. But since we also have the price, we'll remove that. Alright, so as a next step, what we're going to do is we're going to remove some columns which are not required. So here we discussed earlier that car ID, car name, price X and price Y, these are not really meaningful given that they are not adding much value, and price X, price Y, we have discussed why we are removing them, right?